Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about a topic, the project life cycle. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you are planning to give exam or PMP in near future. So let's start. First of all, I request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. Friend, successful completion of a project is not an easy endeavor. It calls for a series of tasks to meet stakeholder and client requirements. A lot is involved in the process before the project reaches the completion phase. No matter what type of project you are working on, having comprehensive knowledge about the project management life cycle, project phases or process groups is essential. It keeps your ongoing projects more organized and more viable to execute from ideation to completion. Now, what is project management life cycle? A project management life cycle is a 5-step framework planned to assist project managers in completing projects successfully. The primary competency of a project manager is to gain a thorough understanding of project management stages. Knowledge and planning for the 5 project management steps will help you plan and organize your project so that it goes off without any hitches. It is simpler for a project manager to handle all the current details of the project when the project is broken down into various phases. Each phase of the cycle is goal oriented, having its own set of characteristics and contains product deliverables which are reviewed at the end of the project management steps. According to the project management body of knowledge, the project management life cycle should define the following aspects: what work needs to be achieved, who will be involved in the team, what are the project deliverables, how to monitor the performance of each phase. So, first phase is the project initiation. Friend, project initiation is the first project management life cycle phase where the project starts. It provides an overview of the project along with the strategies required to attain desired results. It is the phase where the feasibility and business value of the project are determined. The project manager kicks off a meeting to understand the client and stakeholders' requirements, goals, and objectives. It is essential to go into minute details to have a better understanding of the project. Upon making a final decision to proceed, the project can move on to the next step, that is assembling a project team. The project charter is considered to be the most important document of any project as it comprises business vision and mission, project goals and benefits, a list of stakeholders, a scope of the project, project deliverables, risk associated with the project, project budget and resources. Undertake a feasibility study. In the initiation phase, it is essential to understand the feasibility of the project. See if the project is viable from the economic, legal, operational and technical aspects. Identifying problems will help you analyze whether you can solve issues with appropriate solutions. Identify the project scope. Identifying the project scope involves defining the length, breadth and depth of the project. On the other hand, it is equally essential to outline functions, deadline, tasks, features and services. Identify the project deliverables. Upon identifying the project scope, the very next step is to outline the project deliverables. The project deliverables include defining the product or services needed. Identification of project stakeholders. A thorough identification of project stakeholders is essential. It is better to have meetings with team members and experts to identify project stakeholders. Documentation of relevant information on stakeholders and impact on them on successful completion of the project is required. Develop a business case. Before developing a business case, check whether the essential pillars of the project such as feasibility, scope and identification of stakeholders are in place. The very next step is to come up with a full-fledged business case. Creation of a statement of work and the formation of a team wrap up the project initiation phase. Next one is the project planning. Friend, a lot of planning related to project takes place during this phase. On defining project objectives, it is the time to develop a project plan for everyone to follow. The planning phase frames a set of plans which help to guide your team through the implementation phase and closing phase. The program created at this point will surely help you to manage cost, quality, risk, changes and time. The project plan developed should include all the essential details related to the project goals and objectives, and should also detail how to achieve them. It is the most complex phase in which project managers take care of operational requirements, design limitations and functional requirements. The project planning phase include creating a project plan. A project plan is a blueprint of the entire project. A well designed project plan should determine the list of activities, the time frame, dependencies, constraints involved and potential risks. It assists the project manager to streamline operations to meet the end objective and track progress by taking appropriate decisions at the right time. Creating a resource plan. The resource plan provides information about various resource levels required to accomplish a project. A well documented plan specifies the labor and materials to complete a project. Resources used should have relevant project management expertise. Experience in the concerned domains is a priority. Budget estimation. Framing a financial plan helps you to set the budget and deliver project deliverables without exceeding it. The final budget plan lists expenses on material, labor and equipment. Creating a budget plan will help the team and the project managers to monitor and control the cost throughout the project management life cycle. Gathering resources. Gathering resources is an essential part of the project planning as it helps to monitor the quality level of project. It is not enough to assemble a well balanced team from internal and external resources. Resources like equipment, money, software solutions and the workplace should be given to complete the assigned task. Anticipating risk and potential quality roadblocks. The risk plan will help you identify risks and mitigate them. It will comprise all the potential risks and the order of severity and preventive actions to track it. Once threats are under control, it is possible to deliver the project on time, adhering to quality. Project execution. Project execution is the phase where project related processes are implemented, tasks are assigned, resources are allocated. The method also involves building deliverables and satisfying customer requirements. Project managers or team leaders accomplish the task through resource allocation and by keeping the team members focused. The team involved will start creating project deliverables and seek to achieve project goals and objectives as outlined in the project plan. This phase determines whether your project will succeed or not. The success of the project mainly depends on the project execution phase. The final project deliverables also take shape during the project execution phase. There are a lot of essential things that are taken care of during the execution phase, which are reporting progress of a project. During the project execution phase, it is essential to get regular project updates as it provides the required information and even identifies the issues. Hold regular meetings before you kick off a project meeting. Be clear about the agenda and make team members aware of what the meeting is all about well in advance. If communication is timely and straightforward, the productivity of ongoing projects and those that are in the pipeline will not get affected. Manage problems. Problems within the projects are bound to occur. Issues such as time management, quality management and a weakening in the team's morale can hinder the success of a project. So, make sure all problems are solved in the beginning. Project monitoring and controlling. The project monitoring and controlling phase is all about measuring the performance of the project and tracking progress. It is implemented during the execution phase. The main goal of this phase is to check whether everything aligns with the project management plan, especially concerning financial parameters and timelines. It is the responsibility of the project manager to make necessary adjustments related to resource allocation and ensure that everything is on track. To aid this, a project manager may conduct review meetings and get regular performance reports. Monitoring project activity after the project execution phase will allow the project manager to take corrective action. Meanwhile, considering the quality of work will also help to make the necessary improvements. Keeping an eye on the budget will help to avoid unnecessary expenses resources. Project closure. With much time and effort invested in the project planning, it is often forgotten that the final phase of the project management life cycle phases is equally important. The project closure phase represents the final phase of the project management life cycle, which is also known as the follow up phase. Around this time, the final product is ready for delivery. Here, the main focus of the project manager and the team should be on product release and product delivery. In this stage, all the activities related to the project are wrapped up. The closure phase is not necessarily after a successful completion phase alone. Sometimes a project may have to be closed due to the project failure. Upon project completion and timely delivery to clients, it is the role of the project manager to highlight strengths, list the takeaways of the project, identify the ambiguities, and suggest how they could be rectified for future projects. Taking time to recognize the strengths and weaknesses will help to handle projects with more dedication. This in turn builds the project manager's credibility. Once the product is handed to the customer, the documentation is finalized, the project team is disbanded, and the project is closed. So, friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video. Thank you, friends.